Welcome back to Random City Sportsballers. We are in week 25 of the baseball season. That means championship week. So, how have the playoffs gone? I'm not over here trying to do anything but show you that the system is working. This army of pitchers go for home runs, RBIs. We're going to call it Herbie's Army of Pitchers. Home runs, RBIs, Army of Pitchers. So, we had 4 teams that did not make the playoffs. 1, 2, 3, and the other one is further down. Empire Strikes Out made the playoffs, but lost in the first round, so they are done. I still have 7 teams alive in the playoffs. 7 teams. That means I have 7 teams in the championship game out of 13. So we got just over 50%. And one of them is in the Winners League who is on day 1. Hey, what are you going to do? Let's see what I got going on here. I haven't had a bat or a pitch. Nothing. I don't even have anybody playing today. So this fella's got me by having a pitcher and batters. So what are you going to do? It's Monday. It just happens to be a day where I don't have any games. But overall, 7 teams playing in the championship game. So, does the system work? Well, kind of, doesn't it? I mean, it's not 100%. I didn't say it would be 100%. I said it would be 75%. It was 1 short of 75%. It was 9 out of 13 made the playoffs. 7 of those made the championship game. And I'm here to tell you, it's a little bit of a battle against some of these. Oh, my. For example, right here with C4, oh man, no pitching starts today, but tomorrow I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pitching starts, and I'm dropping Holton to pick up Jake Junis. So that'll be 5 pitching starts tomorrow against, we'll see what my opponent does, because right now he's only got 1. But last week, do you want to talk about last week, what happened in the playoffs, how close it was? Holy cow, was it close for these teams. Let's take a look. I ended this one up 6-4 against the first place team. You see where it came from? A little bit of luck on some of these pitching stats. Look at this. We were both streaming pitchers. I ended up with a 401 and a 109. He ended up with 454 and a 141. But I also... remember, I didn't even draft for batting average. I told you would just get it sometimes. Well, right here's an example of how you just get batting average sometimes. Everything was close, though. Holy cow. I had Holmes up in here. Holton got me some innings. Foley did catch me a save. Overall, a lot of pitchers did a lot of great things. You can see I had streamed in Jared Jones, which did not work out great. And we had Craig Kimbrell, but cut him because he's not playing anymore. He streamed in. Look at this. Detmers, Marsh, Suarez. Nightmares for all of them. Brady Singer had a bad week. Who else did he stream in? He picked up Puck, I guess. I don't want to call him Puke if his name's Puck. But yeah, overall, we just kind of squeaked by on that one. And it really was having an army of pitchers that did it, because I only streamed a couple of players, fellas. I'm still really low on moves that I've made. And this week, those 4 starting pitchers that are having their starts tomorrow, they're probably starting again on Sunday. Okay, so I may have 4 or 5 2-start pitchers. But it won't matter, because I'm going to have to stream some things. Let's take a look at the league. In the league, if I've got to stream some things, which it could be stolen bases that I need to stream for. It could be pitching stats that I need to stream for. But take a look. Okay, Otani Yomami is out, but he saved all of his money. Cleveland Guardians are out. They spent all of their money. The guys that are still in right here have less money than I do. In fact, the team I'm playing is the Glacier Range Riders. Showtime and I guess this is Trash Can, I don't know, are playing for 3rd place. All right. So, what we've got going on here is the Winners League and 6 other leagues that are in the championship game. So, What do you got to do for your championship week? Did you make championship week? I hope that you did. I hope that you did. But what you're going to have to do is going to be different on every team. Let's take a look at C5, for example. This, I'm adding Jacob Junis and dropping Jake Irvin. Okay, getting that extra start. All right. And the reason for that is because this team, I don't really have a lot of starts tomorrow coming up for me. You ready for this? 2. I have 2. So we're grabbing one extra one, and we're gonna see how this plays out for a couple of days in my matchup, because the guy I'm playing against, the Cincinnati Reds 10 $100 league, he was second place. He's a good team, fellas. He's a good team. Now, I am better at home runs than he is. Actually, our pitching stats are pretty darn similar, though. In fact, let's take a look for the season. I want to see what I'm up against, because this is going to help tell me. We're going to go to the head-to-head stats like we normally do. Going to help tell me what I can expect from this week, which isn't a guarantee. But you see, I had him big time in runs. Okay, for runs he had 2 fewer than I did. Okay, so I had him by 2. So that one's going to be a close one, that runs category. Home runs, I had 305. He had 229. So I think I'm going to take home runs. Same situation with RBIs. I had more than 100 more RBIs than he did for the season. He had 182 stolen bases to 129 for me. So that's going to be him most likely. But batting average, holy cow, fellas. I had a 254. He had 252. That's going to be close. What about pitchers? So right now, I'm looking at 1, 2 categories that I should have. Just those 2. Nothing else is guaranteed. He has 1 guaranteed, basically. But now look here. 106 wins for him, 94 for me. Now, that's not going to be the same because we're going to be streaming. He had 120 saves. I had 109, so that's going to be close. He had me by 50 strikeouts, so that's going to be close. My ERA and WHIP were significantly better than his, but we are going to be streaming some stuff. So there is a good chance that I should win this league just based on what our average numbers have been throughout the year. We'll see how that goes, okay? We're just going to have to see how it goes. So that's what we're looking at here. Let's go back to the league. Let me show you the money left over here. In this one, I have 58 left. These other fellas have nothing left. Okay? Nothing left. The 2 that are playing for third place are Kramerica Industries here. They have $0. And 2X. They have $9 left. And then nobody else has any money left up here that's in the playoffs. So what we're looking at is I can bid $10 on every player that I'm after, and that's what I'm doing. And that guarantees that I get the player I want. That's why it's important to keep money till the end, fellas, because I'll be able to grab whoever I want to grab while other people are going, shucky darns, I didn't have the money. And you only get 6 waiver moves per week. So you still only get the 6 moves this week, fellas. Okay? Still only 6, but look at what he's done. Cincinnati Reds 10 picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 starting pitchers. They'll be starting tomorrow. Now, the hope by him, I assume, is that each one of those will be 2 start pitchers and they'll do well. Because, I mean, that's the problem people run into. You pick someone up to stream and he kills your ERA and WHIP while not really helping with wins, maybe a couple of strikeouts, but that's where it really can hurt you. So be careful of who you stream. He's trying to get 8 pitching starts by grabbing those 4 starting pitchers a day early, which I respect that, but you've only got 2 streaming moves left. And if it comes down to it and we're close in, let's say, stolen bases, right now we're tied in stolen bases. Oh, I've got 2 home runs now. Chapman and Schwarber. My only 2 bats for the day, and they both hit a home run. That's awesome. So we're stretching out the lead on home runs and RBIs. Herbie's army of pitchers. My ERA and WHIP are competitive. I mean, he's had a good start out of his guy. He should. Well, he won't get a win, but that's a good start. But anyways, what happens if I do need to stream someone for stolen bases at the end of the week? I'm looking and going, okay, if I can just get 2 stolen bases, I can win this. And then so I go and grab, let's take a look. Who's available that steals bases? Player list, all batters, stolen bases. Got Jacob Young, I don't know, Robles, Dylan Moore. There's a few fellas here, guys. If I need some stolen bases, there's a couple of guys I can grab to take that risk. When's the last time, when's the last time he just stole 3 bases last week? Okay? So Victor Robles just stole 3 bases last week. If I'm down by 2 stolen bases and I grab someone like him and he does that again, amazing help for my team, right? So that's why you've got to keep these things in mind. At the end of the week, you don't know what you're going to need. So be careful using up all of your streaming choices on 4 pitchers on the first day. Now you've only got 2 streaming choices left. You got 2. That's it. So I always like to leave at least 2 going into Saturday. I want to have still 2 that I can use on Sunday, because I don't know what that last set of games is going to look like until Saturday night. I don't know what I need. And if I'm needing stolen bases, I can get Matt Olson the heck off of my team. He doesn't steal many bases, right? Matt Olson had for the year 0. Just 0. So, if I've got home runs sealed up, I can sit here and drop an Ozuna, a Matt Olson, and go for stolen bases. So, there we have it, folks. You're in championship week. You've got to play smart. I hope you have money left over. If you do, it's going to help you, because these fellas that I'm playing who don't have any money left, they really hurt themselves. So we'll see if I can pull off a championship. All right. What I'm hoping to get, 4, maybe 5 of those championships. We'll see what happens. But anyways, looks like it might be a profitable year, and we'll be able to use that towards next year's fantasy baseball. I've already made some money, so let's put it all back in next year and do the same thing and see if it works again. All right, fellas, thanks for tuning in to the championship edition of Random City Sportsballers and a small recap on Herbie's Army of Pitchers.